Oh, yeah. Get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Mm. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, Tamara, what we got here? Stop, pepper, hello. Smile. Thank you for watching. Hey, somebody from England. Oh, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. I ain't lose with me for a minute. Oh, thank you so much. This came out right here. What's up, Brenda? All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna start going live in the daytime, y'all, because especially from now through the holidays, I'm back. I'm through with my challenge. Oh my God, it was amazing. Um, that's called Jericho by Iniko. That was like a big hit like a year ago. It was like millions of views. I heard it on there, and I still love that song. But I am here. If y'all would on TikTok, give me some likes. If you give me some likes on TikTok, they will invite more people. If you're Instagram, give me some heart. And YouTube, just say hello. All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do? I gotta tell y'all something. 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 So this is what I want to say: is welcome everyone. We are nearing the holiday season. Can y'all believe that it's almost Thanksgiving? And um, and I am so grateful. Whoa, man, what's called just ended my live. Uh, they just ended my live. Instagram did. So I don't know why they ended my live, but they just did. But I just put it back on. So let me make sure it's on. Let me make sure I'm locked on. Okay. We're telling. All right, y'all. So anyway, so what I want to do today, what I wanted to do today is I wanted to do a live. Now there are some people. I'm gonna let people get back on Instagram, and then I'm gonna welcome everybody. But there are some people who have given up on relationships, and the other day, I had one of my clients um, who said that before she was my client that she had given up on relationships, that I feel like there is no one out there for me. And what I wanted to I told her months ago, I said, do you want to believe again? Do you want to believe again? Now, some of you are in relationships that are not happy, they're not healthy. And I ask you, do you want to be happy again? Do you want the relationship to be good again? And so I asked her this about 6 months ago. And she said, I don't know if I have the capacity to believe again. And I said, okay, I can understand that. I said, but do you want to? I said, but do you want to? And what she said was, she says, I want to desperately, I want to believe that the relationship that I am in can flourish again. I want to believe that I can have the love that I once had again. And I said, and I simply said this, I said, first of all, is confessing your desire is the first step. And so, before we get into what we're going to talk about today for the next few minutes, I wanted to ask anybody. First, I want to recognize everybody here and where, because it's the daytime, y'all. You could be anywhere in the world, and I would like to know where you're calling from, where you checking in from, calling from, where you checking in from, and your name and where you're checking in from, because I want to properly acknowledge you. Because as I said before, you could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with the doctor tonight, today, this afternoon. It's going to be nightfall soon because we're on daylight savings time. But we got Leandria from Baltimore. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got Rachel from Harlem in the building. What's that? Sumitra from Dallas, Texas. Miss Top of the Line from Dallas, Texas in the building. We got Tanya McDaniel from Las Vegas. Elizabeth from Long Beach, California. Dee Dee checking in from Lake Charles, Louisiana. We got someone from South Africa. Hey, what's up, Heidi? One of my favorite students checking in for California IE. May from Louisiana. Andrea from Cincinnati. Let's say Janae from Long Beach. Long Beach, the LBC in the building. We got Karen from Queens. We got Olga from Chicago in the building. We've got Andrea from Cincinnati. We've got Taji from Milwaukee in the building. Hey, hey, hey. Who else we got? All right. Let me see. Anybody else? All right, somebody from Florida. Ashay from Atlanta. I want to make sure I pronounce that properly in the building. All right, y'all. So thank you guys for joining me, and anybody else. Bling Sassy. We got Barbara from Alabama. Bling Sassy from Georgia. I don't know what part of Georgia Bling Sassy, but welcome, welcome, welcome. May from Louisiana in the building. Now, all right. So here's what I want to say. I want to ask you a question. And as I asked her a question, how many people on here you just say, I've kind of resigned myself that I will not find someone for me, or I've just given up. I want to find the relationship, or I'm in a relationship, but it hasn't been good in quite some time, but I want to be back in that place, but I just don't know how to get there. Does that sound like anybody here? If that sounds like you, just put a one. Just put a one. Either you want to find someone, or you're in a relationship, you just want it to be good again. You just want to believe again, Does that sound like anybody? I mean, I'm just asking, and look, and if it's not you and you say, I don't know. I don't know whether you got a guy or a lady. I've given up. I've gone too far. 35 years old, never been on a date or in a relationship. You're 35 years old and never been on a date or in a relationship. Well, why have you given up? So, men are not valuing sex as something women gives men. It's women's gift to men. Okay, I agree with that. I just want to fix mine. Somebody said, I just want to fix mine. Okay. Everybody's got a different take on it. That's cool. My virginity grew back. It's been way too long. Janae said my joint grew back. Oh, I swear that's funny. That's good right there. All right. All right. So look, I know, right? King Tracy, I know how to do it. Now, so look, check this out. So here's why I'm asking this question. Because I am on a mission. To help people get back to loving again. I believe in love. I believe in I believe in relationships, and I believe that look, the truth is, I think that relationships, you have to be willing to work at it. You know, somebody says, "You are my favorite and Caught in the Act from France." Oh, thank you so much. Y'all watch Caught in the Act in France? Oh, I love it. 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 All right. So here's the thing. And the reason I'm asking the question is because some of us, like this client of mine, so let me explain to you what happened to her, and then I'm going to relate it to all of you. Now, when she came to me, actually have two clients, but I'm going to tell you the one who wasn't dating. She told me, Coach, that the dating pool is full of urine. Is what she said. She actually said it's full of piss. Those were her words. And I said, I've heard that before. A lot of people say it on the internet. And I said, explain to me what you mean by that, because that's a metaphor for something else. And this metaphor, and she said the dating pool is there are no good candidates in it. And then I said to her, and I think this caught her by surprise. I said, if someone else was looking at the dating pool and they saw you, would they think it was full of piss? She stopped for a minute. I said, would they have the same assessment based on their interaction with you? And she was like, no, Coach. No. I'm a good catch. I'm good. I said, okay, then the other people who you are referring to think that they're a good catch too, because it is their story. Um, all right. Now, it is their story as well, would you say? And she was like, I never thought about it like that. I said, the truth is that many of them see they're viewing the world through their lens, much like you're viewing the world through your lens. Is that fair? And then she was like, yeah, I never thought about it like that. I said, because you haven't found anyone who is compatible or in alignment with your core values, then you think everybody is not in alignment. Am I accurate? And she said, yes. And I said, you have labeled the people who are not in alignment. You have labeled them. How have you labeled? You have labeled them pissy, urine. But it's simply that they're not in alignment with you. But because they're not in alignment with you, you have labeled them this way. Is that fair? And she said, I never thought about it that way. And so I said, so your problem is finding or attracting someone who is in alignment with you. So, and the frustrating thing is that when you are not finding someone in alignment with you, you call them that. And then Andrea here says, it's more than that, Coach. They take a look, they look to take advantage. Women just move along if it's not a match. That's interesting, Andrea. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Allow me to say this. Men think that women are taking advantage of them. They're in it to take advantage of them. And it's funny that that would be your assessment, because many women say men are trying to take advantage. Okay. But men say the exact same thing. Now, why would Coach say that? Because Coach is in the middle, because I coach men too. And men come to me and they say the exact same thing Andrea is saying. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. And so, are they both correct? Are they both incorrect? And so, what I want to say today is this. Men and women are both correct and incorrect. See, both can be true at the very same time. Both can be true. You can meet someone who is not in alignment with you, and you can meet someone who is trying to use you, but the truth is this: more than likely, we're in a modern dating era where people have an ideology about dating because they have heard, they have listened to many people espouse their opinion on modern dating. And many of you listening to me now have adopted this mindset. You have adopted a mindset and you view the world through that lens. And many of you say things like, men are emotionally unavailable. Men don't communicate. Okay. And men say things like women are unrealistic. Women are want to hold themselves to a higher standard, hold us to a higher standard than they hold themselves. And so I hear all of this ancillary noise. And what I simply say is this: I simply say that most of us out here, most people are attempting to find someone. You know, I haven't noticed how what we do is we focus on red flags. Ooh, I see a red flag, I'm in the wind. Oh, that doesn't look like something I like, I'm in the wind. And then what happens is when I teach people how to look for green flags, wait a minute. My approach to dating is much different than most dating coaches. My approach, and that's why I've been so successful in putting relationships together. And so my approach is I am not helping you look for red flags. I am going to help you look for green flags. Green flags meaning red flags are, all right, I'm going to stop, I'm done, it's over. Well, what we're going to do, I'm going to train your eye to look for reasons to continue. I'm going to train your eye. I'm going to train your eye. Now, I will say some men want sex, and that's all they want. I'm going to train you on how to find that. Some women want to use men. They just want to go get free meals. I train people on how to do that. But here it is. Here's the problem. The problem is the person you seek, you're not ready for that person. See, a lot of people, men and women, you say, I want a man that communicates. And then when you find the man who is emotionally intelligent, who communicates, you don't like it because he tells you the truth about you. Then he tells you what he doesn't like about the way you communicate. He tells you about the way he wants you to level up, but you don't like that. Then you see it as critical. But then when he communicates with you, you see it as critical. Same thing with men. You want a man wants a woman who's feminine. Yet, when that feminine woman begins to express herself in a feminine way, not using masculine tone, but now you don't like it because she stands up for herself in a feminine way. You see, now we're talking. What happens is that the very thing we seek, we are not ready to have. We're not ready to have. People say, okay, and many of us have these lists of things we think we want in someone. And these lists might include, I want a man who makes six figures, who pays all the bills. I want a man who's 6'2". And then when I begin to tell women that if you want a man that makes six figures, do you know how many men make six figures? 14% of the men in the world make six figures. 14%, y'all, in America, 6%. All right. Now you say I want a man 6 feet. Well, okay, let's reduce that number to how many men are actually 6 feet tall. The number is 14%. 14.5% are 6 feet tall. How many men make 100,000 or more? That number drops to 6%. And so what we do is we have this ideology because we listening to people on the internet. All right. Um, and so we listen to people, and then we have, and then they're just like men. Men say, I want a woman like this, and this, and all of these things. And so what I do is like I told his brother. I told his brother. He said, I want a woman, who got a small waist, big butt. She's aesthetically gifted this way. And I said, my friend, I said, the truth is you're not ready for that kind of woman. And he said, what? I said, because you are insecure. You don't like no brother looking at your woman because every time you want to fight and see if you're going to date a woman like that, other men are going to look at her. And then that's going to take you out of your place emotionally because you're not, until you get yourself together, you're not ready. Whoa, he didn't like that. But he came back later and said, maybe you got a point. And so here's why I'm saying this today. Why I'm saying this to everyone who's listening. You say, well, you can like what you like. Yes. Peace and love say we like what we like. You should like what you like. I say like what you like. I say want what you want. I say all of that. But be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. But you don't get what you ask for. You get everything that comes with it. You see, everything like a person says, yes, I want a big house. Like I want me a $1 million house. I talked to somebody recently. I want $1 million house. I say, great, get the $1 million house, but you get everything that comes with it. Whenever the water heater goes out, you get in the bill. You get the bill. You get the heating, the electric bill. You get everything that comes with it. But what we want is we just want that little thing that we want, right? We just want that, but we get everything that comes with it. And so, if you are not working on yourself, then the very thing you desire will put you in an emotional state that is miserable. And so, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you, I told my client this 6 months ago, and my client didn't like it at first because it was a hard truth. But people come to me because I give them the truth. And not only do I give them the truth, but I help them get and achieve everything they desire to achieve, be it man or woman. But y'all, we cannot change what we don't acknowledge. We cannot change what we don't acknowledge. God has given us all an opportunity to grow, to evolve, to get the things that we seek in life. But here's the thing. You have to become the person that can have the very thing that you have, the very thing that you want. You cannot. And especially, listen, and especially if you're asking God to give it to you. I remember my late great bishop said this to me. He said, Canion, God will never promote who he hasn't prepared. And I thought about it one day. See, the promotion, when God gives you somebody, he gonna prepare you for that thing. Now, you might get it on your own. You might get it some other kind of way, but a lot of you are praying for the thing that you want. And then Coach Ken comes along. And Coach Ken tells you, hey, I'm going to help you get the thing that you desire, but you got to do some work. You got to be willing to do the work. Okay? You got to be willing to do that work. Lexi says you cannot want and be that woman for a man who don't want to commit. Yeah, you're picking the wrong person, Lexi. Lexi, you know what that means? That simply means that either you or whatever it is you desire, okay, or either what you want, what you desire is not the thing that is going to be conducive you being fulfilled, or you're going about that the wrong way. I'm just saying. And so you can look at that one or two ways. And I want to tell y'all this, and I'm going to tell you what to do after this. We focus on external things. Listen to me carefully. Most of us focus on external things because we think the external things are things that are going to make us happy. All right? We think the external things are going to make us happy. but it is the internal things that make us happy, y'all. And you might think that you can like peace and love said, you like what you like. But you are not, you gotta be in this new year coming up. I want you to be just open to a new way of finding love, a new way of attracting love. That is all I'm saying. It is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And so let me finish the story. Y'all ain't let me finish the story. Let me finish the story. My client who came 6 months ago, I gave her the hard truth. And I said, let me teach you. Let me show you how to grow and attract the type of person, not that you have in your head, the type of person who is in alignment with you, the type of person who's going to help meet your emotional needs. That's all I'm saying. So we started with a clean slate, right? Well, I can report today that she is in a committed relationship. And she called me the other day. And what she did was she was crying on the phone. I was like, oh, Lord. She was like, Coach, I don't know what to do. And I was like, what happened? What happened? What happened? You know what she said? She said, since I've been in toxic relationships so long, I didn't know what a good relationship would look like. I am scared to death of this. I am scared to death of a person who loves me just for me. The truth is, if we got there, I didn't really think that I could have it. If we could all be honest, number one, if there are one or two things going on. Either we think we can't have the thing that we desire, or we think we don't deserve the thing that we desire. Okay? Uh, I'm just saying. And so what I simply said is this. I said, it's one of the two. Let's identify which one it is. And we came to the conclusion that it was both. She didn't think because of the trauma she'd experienced, she didn't think she could have it. And the second thing, she didn't think that she deserved it because of all of the stuff that she'd done wrong in her life, all of the bad mistakes, all of the bad decisions she'd made. And what I said was this. I said, all right, let's just start here. Let's start from the very beginning. Let me find out what your core values are. Let's start there. Because most of us don't even know what we desire, what our values are. We think we want stuff. We don't know. You don't really know. So what I told her was, I want you to start with this. I wrote a book, and the book is called Just Ask 250 Questions to Know If He's the One. I said, let's start there. Because if we start there, then you can understand what core values are. And so, for those of you over the next month, to the end of the year, I'm giving my team off at the half of December, but I'm gonna start doing these lives just so I can impart the end of the year. And so, anybody who's interested in this book, I rewrote the whole book 7 weeks ago. But she did it. She did it, but I taught it to her. The reason I rewrote the book 7 weeks ago is so that I can have in print exactly what I teach people, because I hadn't had it written down. And so I took it, and it took me 6 weeks to rewrite it. So if anybody is interested in that, I'm going to do a Black Friday special. So let me tell you what I'm going to do, y'all. Every day that I go live, I'm going to offer something different, a different product that I have that is going to enhance you. Because something that I have may change your life. Because y'all, I've been recording content for the last 5 years. Something that I'm going to offer every single day, a different thing. And today, it just happens to be the Just Ask ebook. Starting on Wednesday, we're going to record the audio version of this same book. We're going to record the audio version of it, and you'll get both of them. But right now, we just have the ebook. We just have the ebook. And that's what it is. So and I'm gonna give y'all a chance to get this ebook, but I gotta read this message. I need y'all to hear this message because many of you are thinking the same things. Lexi949 says this: I love your intention in your work. What you fail to put out there is that the odds are stacked against women wanting to find love. Now, I must comment on this because this is the pervasive thinking. Lexi949, let me ask you a question. Are the odds against men finding love too? Are the odds against men finding love, Lexi? Because what Lexi has is she's looking at it, viewing it through her lens of, of past, which is nothing wrong with it. Yes, but Lexi, what I'm asking you a question. Do men have a trouble finding love too? Because Lexi, what I'm saying to you is men say the exact same thing. They are afraid too. If you look on the internet, there are many women. I saw a video today of this woman who married this guy only because he bought everything. He paid for everything. And when he lost his job, she cut him loose. So let's not be disingenuous. I get that is your experience. But men have the same experience. They have the same experience. All right, so that's all I'm saying. That is it. Men have the same experience. So let's not be disingenuous. All right? That's all I'm saying. Men are afraid too. It happens both ways. And people are out here listening to ridiculous trolls. We're listening to content creators who do not have what it is you are looking for. Y'all stop listening to these fools out here. I get them on my timelines every single day. I don't care about that. My results speak for themselves. I put so many relationships together. I've saved so many marriages and relationships. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is when you decide that you want to change, that you want to stop making excuses, that you want to be different, here's what I want you to do. The first thing I'm offering you is my book. It's called Just Ask, 250 questions to know if he's the one. Men can get it too. It could be just as easily just ask 250 questions to know she's the one. For those of you listening, I'm giving a Black Friday, all of my products for the next month are 20% off. So if you go to my bio, in my link tree, all right? Go to my link tree. If you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, or if you're on TikTok, go up to my bio and click my link tree. And when you click my link tree, if you scroll down, you'll see the book that says, Just Ask, 250 questions to know if he's the one. All right? So what I want you to do is type in, and you get 20% off of any of my products actually, but that particular product, type in BLK, like Black Friday, BLK 2025. When you get to the coupon code BLK 2025, and you get 20% off. So every day, my team is like, I said, I'm gonna go live every single day. Because at the end of the day, because y'all know I don't really have time to do it. Between filming a TV show, between coaching, between all of the stuff that I'm doing, I'm filming my own movies now. I mean, I got a lot of stuff going on. Y'all don't know about all that stuff in the new year. But when I do have a chance to do this, this is what I'm gonna do. So go up to my link tree, and type it in. So if you're on YouTube, let me see if I can do this. If you're on YouTube, I'm gonna put the link in here. Okay. Let's see. Here it is right here. All right, here it is right here. 200. Okay, boom. Okay, Just Ask ebook. All right, here we go. And so I'm putting it on YouTube right now. So anybody, and here's what I'll do. All right, I'm putting it on YouTube. So if anybody wants to start the process, so every single day, y'all, I'm going to do something. Because what I want to say is this right here. There are a lot of people who always blame everybody else. We always blame men or women. They blame people. And I'm not knocking, that's been your experience. But is it possible? Is it possible? Um, um, is it possible that it could be your approach? Is it possible it could be your mindset? Is it possible that your outlook could be preventing you from getting what you want? Is that possible? Is it possible that you could be the very thing, the very clog, the very obstacle, the very thing that is preventing? Yeah. And Lexi says, no, it's not women's approach. It's the men they are trying to make relationship with. All right, Lexi, I'll let you believe what you believe. That is your experience, Lexi. And it is your experience. But there are a lot of men who feel the same way you do about women. So, but I know that many people that I coach with have a different experience after they decide to change their mindset. That's all I'm saying. And maybe, Lexi, that's your experience. I'm not doubting your experience. I'm not saying your experience is not your experience. It is. It could be. Um, okay, well, good. You work with single women and single men. Uh, you know, Lexi says, I'm not a Fruit Loop here online. Okay, well, that's you guys, your people's experience. My people have a different experience. And mine have a different experience. And so what I would say to you is this. For those of you who want a different experience, you don't want to get caught up in that mindset. And Sierra, you're right. Sierra knows. Sierra says everything starts within. Everything. We are reflectors, y'all. We reflect into the world what is in us. If we are angry, we reflect anger, and we're going to attract anger. We're going to attract angry people. Y'all, if you are grateful and gratitude, you're going to attract more opportunities where you can exhibit gratitude. Y'all, why I attracted the TV show that I'm on is I was in a rut about 6 years ago, and I changed it. I changed my vibration. I changed my emotions. All I'm saying is that, listen, you have the power, whether you believe it or not, to attract the things that you desire. Now, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to. But if you want to stay in the same energy, you will keep getting the same thing. Or you could say, I want to do something different. You could say, I want to do something different. You could. And listen, I'm not knocking anybody's experience. Yo, your experience is your experience, and it's probably true. But this is the part I'm saying, we can change it. We can. We have the power. We have that ability. And so I'm going to stay on this mission. I'm going to stay on this mission. This is my mission. I love it. I love what I do. I love what I do. And I love helping people. And I love seeing people transform. For those of you who want to start the transformation and you say you want to date again, you want to love again. So what we're going to do is let's get some knowledge. Let me teach you how to do it, because a lot of people are doing it wrong. So I want you to go up to my bio, my link tree, and I want you to click first things first. To begin attracting someone new, you got to start feeding yourself something different. I got a part in this book called Subconscious Communication. And it's about how we communicate to ourselves and how we communicate to others. For those of you who want it, and I told you can get 20% off, I'm starting my Black Friday now. I got hundreds of products, and I'm gonna offer something different every day. But if you want it, go up, grab it, go to my link tree, my bio. Go to my link tree, click on the link tree, and it will say, just ask 250 questions to know if he's the one. It could be to know if she's the one. And then I want you to put in BLK 2025, and it will give you 20% off. Let's start the process. And for those of you who get it, you get it. I'm doing something special soon. I ain't going to tell y'all what it is, but I'm doing something special soon where I'm going to teach people for 4 weeks, but we'll be able to do that. Anyway, y'all, that's my time. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Tomorrow we'll have something different to offer you. All right.